For this week's episode of A Girl's Guide to, I have the 2018 Audi RS5. So what can I say about the RS5? I think it's an incredible improvement on its predecessors. You know, changing that V8 to the V6 might not still have the heart, but this is a car that you can get everything you want from a sports coupe. And I tell you what, it is incredibly fun to drive. I have to admit, I've had great fun driving this car around. RSs always make you smile. Like, I know I get to drive some absolutely lovely machines, so I don't want to become too sort of homogenized really with fast cars. It is wicked, and you can, I always think with an all-wheel drive you can really throw it into a corner and you're going to get out of it, which is the main thing. But that gear change as well, it's so, it makes you smile. And if you know your RS5, you'll know that the 7-speed dual clutch transmission is now gone and replaced with that 8-speed Tiptronic. Now, having driven the S4 the other day, you know what? Like, there is a huge similarities. I mean, the price bracket from that car coming up to this car, I mean, there's 13 grand between the S5 and the RS5. It's very marginal differences. Driving them, the gear changes are pretty energetic. Like, they're not lazy at all, and there's definitely less turbo lag on this car than in the S5. The brakes are very good as well. This car's got that all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. So to be honest, when I think of sort of GT cars, I would say this is an intermediate level, because once you get into the rear-wheel drive territory and this sort of power, then you know what, you're going to be laughing if you send it into a corner too hectic. Now, talking about the power, it's 450 brake horsepower, 600 Newton meters. It's definitely got poke. And as I'm sending it around these corners now, that all-wheel drive it just feels so planted. You can't really go too wrong, but don't take my word for that, guys. The starting price of these cars is around 62 grand. And I think because it is a coupe, it definitely serves a particular market, because I don't know, it's quite a big car, but then you have the pain of having the flip forward seats and 2 seats in the rear. So it is definitely a car for someone who is looking for this particular spec. Great fun to drive, you can use it every day also. I always think that Audi have nailed that dual personality with their sports and S and RS series, because you can still have a mad car but have the most amazing interior and total everyday usability. And they kill that with the dampening system on this car as well, the suspension. As soon as you put it into dynamic, for example, it stiffens up. You can really go ham, if for lack of a better phrase. But then as soon as you put it into auto or comfort mode, you could be anywhere. So when you put the car into dynamic, it obviously opens up that exhaust note. It's nice. It's like you can definitely hear it. It's a little bit muted. I would have expected more from an RS, but that's nothing that, you know, a beefier exhaust system can't sort out. I tell you what is fun about this car though, is it's got a pretty cool launch control system. So if you turn the automatic stop start off, put it into manual mode, put it into drive, put it into manual, and then load it up. Oh yeah. Exterior of the RS5. Now, something that I have always loved with the RSs, they have that really aggressive front end, and the RS5 does still deliver. I mean, compared to the previous model, it's a little bit wider, and it's also a little bit more aggressive. Looking at the honeycomb grille, it's got the matte aluminium styling pack here, got these little inlets here. Going down the side, obviously you've got the deeper sills, and coming into the rear quarter, where, do you know what? It just looks absolutely lovely. This model that I've got, I've been given one which has got the 20-inch trapezoid cast wheels. Now these are an optional extra, a £2,000 optional extra. And you know what? If you wanted to spend £3 you can get a carbon roof in there as well. The interior of this car is, as always with Audi, completely delivers. I mean, we've got the optional extra here, these lovely carbon inlays, these super sport seats with Napa leather, lovely honeycomb stitching. I think personally Audi smashes it out of the park with their interiors. Virtual cockpit. I mean, even when you're driving, you've got the flat bottom perforated leather steering wheel. I really can't complain, but I'm a little bit biased. Out of all the interiors of the cars in this class, Audi absolutely kills it for me. One other good thing about this steering wheel as well, you've heard me talk before about depth of click when you're changing gear with these Tiptronic boxes. It's got a nice click, not too far away from you as well. Infinite adjustment. I tell you what, there is a really good option that you can get on this. It's a 20 strong speaker set, Bang & Olufsen. You can go nuts on it, but it's about £8 Other than that, the car, I mean, I do love an Audi. The interior is sick. Big thank you to Leicester Audi for allowing me out in this lovely machine. And one thing that I didn't mention to you guys was actually the colour. Now, I have to admit, I've never been a fan of blue cars, but this Navara metallic paint colour is absolutely beautiful, and it's changing my mind on blue. But I think it would have to be Nagaro if I was going to get the colour. So thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll catch you again next time.